So with the updates that I've been putting out on social media, I've got some feedback, and some people have indicated that they would like to hear about how it's done, so how I do the work that I do. So I thought I'd get the ball rolling with this particular video. This was done a couple of weeks ago. So the client is the Elephant House. Now, if anyone knows anything about Harry Potter, which I'm assuming pretty much everyone has, the Elephant House is where J.K. Rowling wrote the Harry Potter series of books. Now, I think it was about 10 years ago, the original cafe on George IV Bridge, unfortunately, it had a fire. And so it's taken about 10 years for things to get resolved. And I have a colleague who I worked with now over 20 years back, and our paths recently crossed, and he said he would like me to try and do some work for him because he is now in the process of restoring the original Elephant House on George IV Bridge. Now, he currently has a cafe, the Elephant House Cafe, on Victoria Street. That will still be there, but he's, obviously he's redeveloping the original. So he asked me to see if I could do something for him. He was especially keen on the drone side of things. So what he needed was a series of short form videos for, say, LinkedIn and also social media, Instagram. So there's a series of videos in HD format and also on rectangular format on Instagram as well. So I decided to obviously try and do as much as I could with the footage that we shot. So I'll show you the video and then I'll run through it so you can see what we were doing. So here we have, these clips are very, very short because they don't want to be too long for what he needs. We shot with an FPV drone. He had his blue Ford Anglia. Anyone that knows Harry Potter knows about the blue Ford Anglia flying about. And then we managed to get some nice footage down George IV Bridge as well. As you'll see, he's pulling up to the side of the cafe. There's him looking at the outside. And that's the writer's window from where J.K. Rowling had wrote books. So to give you a little bit more information, when we're using drones, obviously we have to think about health and safety. We don't want to get in people's way. We don't want to hit things. So I've got two different types of drones. I've got an FPV, which is the Avata 2, and I've also got a Mavic 3. And obviously, as you can probably tell, anyone who knows anything about drones, we use both in those particular clips. Now, the thing with making sure that you do things properly is that it needs to be safe. You don't want to go anywhere near large groups of people. So if anyone knows Edinburgh, they will know that Victoria Street is obviously a very busy place during the day. So I kind of thought, well, we can't do it during the day. And Andrew, my client, agreed with that. So I suggested we shoot first thing in the morning as soon as the sun's up, because come the summer, it can be daylight at 5 o'clock in the morning and we can shoot what we need then, and there isn't a soul to be seen. So from a health and safety point of view, we were making sure that we were able to obviously fly in quite a confined street with using the FPV drone. There was no other vehicles, no other cars, so we didn't have anything to worry about in that respect. So how I did that particular shot is that we did, that was the third take. So the first one was a practice. The second take was obviously a trial take, because you don't always try and get these things in a one-er. You just you perfect what you see after the first and second takes. And so the third take worked absolutely brilliantly. I was on the phone to him, so I was in my vehicle. I was on the speakerphone to him, so I was saying, obviously camera rolling, and then action. And I timed it perfectly for him to come up around the corner from up the Grass Market. And obviously what I was trying to do was to get him coming up the middle of the street, and then I fly over the street, and then I fly down and around into the Grass Market. And that scene just worked beautifully. I was very, very pleased with that. The second scene, as you can see, was from George IV Bridge. Obviously, we need these things to be as quiet as possible. So again, you know, that scene of a George IV bridge heading towards the cafe was done at the same time. So as you can see from their street, there's absolutely nobody about. So from a health and safety point of view, we were absolutely going to be fine on that front. And so we shot him tracking from the mound all the way down George IV Bridge, and he pulled over onto the side of the road in front of the cafe. And also what I did was I've got the Pocket Osmo camera, and so what I've got also is I got a Hydro car mount. You'll see in previous videos, if you look back through them, I've used it before on a blue Nissan down in Dumfries to record a taxi driver driving about the streets of Newton Stewart for a project I was working on. So I decided to try and use that one again, and that's worked really well. So we've got 3 different types of clips. We've got the FPV drone for the start that really kicks it off beautifully. We've got Andrew driving his blue Ford Anglia down George IV Bridge, parking up towards the cafe. And obviously the final scene is where he's looking at the cafe, because he's the guy that's restoring it, and he's doing such a great job on it, I have to say. And there are more videos that will be released over time. So we managed to shoot in total, I think we were there for about 3 hours, and before the traffic started to get too busy, and then we quit because there was absolutely no point in doing any more. And so we managed to shoot about 5 different initial clips, and he's very happy. And hopefully you'll be able to see some nice footage of the Elephant House on your social media feeds or LinkedIn or whatever. So that's how that project was done. I'll see if we can find another one and let you know how I did it.